Mm. Hello, one and all. Welcome to Top of the Month June, one of the most exciting internet shows on this particular YouTube channel. And I know that kind of really narrows the field a lot. But sometimes when you think too big, you get lost in the whole mess of the scope of the internet. And the scope of the internet is huge. It's not a crowded place. It's a huge, empty lot with a bunch of stuff all over the place. So I like to narrow things down to being more specific to this channel. By the way, I'm PT, and this is Top of the Month June. And because of that, I am very excited because in this episode, we're going to be talking about some very amazing things. First, we're going to be talking about some summer survival tips, and then we're going to be talking about Captain America in Endgame. And then we're going to end it off with a little weather update in Arizona. And before we get going, it would be nice if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, and maybe leave a little comment to tell me how I'm doing. First off, we're going to be talking about some summer survival tips. The first tip you need to be aware of is do not go outside. But if you are not able to follow the first rule, this second rule comes into play. Put on sunscreen. Plenty and plenty of sunscreen. You could never underestimate the power of the great fireball in the sky that we all like to refer to as the sun. And finally, drink lots of water. Plenty of water. Lots of water. Drink water like there's no tomorrow. Because if you don't drink water, there will be no tomorrow. Unless, of course, you so happen to be the first person infected with a zombie virus to die. And in that case, there will be a tomorrow. Well, there won't be a tomorrow for anybody. But that's not likely to happen. Just stay true to the summer survival tips I have given. They are very, very effective. Next up, we're going to be talking about Captain America and Avengers Endgame. Start things off, I'm gonna make this point. Captain America, from the very first movie, when he first went out and attacked that Hydra base to save the prisoners, he was at war. And he was constantly at war from that point on. Now, he defeated Hydra, but he never got to go home. Instead, he got frozen. And in a sense, he was frozen in a state of war even after he became unfrozen. So he was throughout all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, all of his movies, wherever he appears, he was constantly at war. He didn't get to have a moment of peace. That's why I believe Cap going back to be with Peggy is the perfect ending for Captain America. Because it's basically him now being free from war. He now is at peace. He gets to go home to be with his girl, which is kind of a common story among soldiers in a lot of movies. And if you look at him as kind of like his character as a soldier, that is the most perfect ending for him. The war's over. He gets to finally go home to live in peace with his girl, with Peggy. It is the most perfect ending for Captain America. And now we have covered my view on Captain America's ending in Endgame. And now we're going to go to Weatherman Pete with a weather update in Arizona.
Weather update in Arizona.
Yeah, the weather is actually getting pretty hot. You know, I mean, it's the summer after all. It's actually got a little bit nicer. I mean, the wind's blowing right now, so it's not so bad. Could be better. But, update though on me is I've decided to accept the fact that you're probably not going to let me back in anytime soon. So I've decided to take what I learned from a series I watched using the last bit of battery power on my phone and data called Surviving Instead of Whining. And first, you're supposed to make a spear, and that's what I did here with some parts I found lying around. I mean, you won't believe some of the things you find lying around in the desert. It's pretty crazy. And so I now have myself a survival spear. Oh, and also, no, another thing you need to get is like water. Another thing you need to get is water, which so I made this, but there's not water around. So what I've been using it as is for a shovel to dig, you know. And then if I find any water, I already have a cup for the water. I'm pretty excited about this, and so it's actually going a lot better for me. I also found this old T-shirt I've been using as like a sweat rag or something like that. I see something really cool. I also found this PVC pipe and this piece of string. I think I might be able to make like a bow out of it and possibly be able to start hunting rabbits. You know, because lately I've only been eating like grasshoppers and bushes and mushrooms. Make me feel weird, but they're all I could find. I don't know, they might be poisonous or something, I don't know. But I'm doing a lot better. I lift sleeves off my jacket, and so I don't have to carry it. Used it to start a fire one night. I'm doing good. That's the weather.
Weather update in Arizona.
Ah, man, it seems like he's getting plenty of proteins. That was our weather update, and now that's all I have for the video. In this video, we talked about some summer survival tips. We also went over my thoughts on Captain America's ending in Avengers Endgame, and we also had a weather update in Arizona. And with that, please like, comment, and subscribe, and please excuse me while I fade away gradually until coming to an end. My mouth opens, and it comes out. Wait, that's good? Why don't you tell me sooner? My eyes hurt now.